This is a story about failure. I've been a filmmaker for about 2 years now, and within that time came a lot of learning, experimenting, screw-ups, mistakes, failures, whatever you want to call it. The biggest mistake of my career, though, came about 6 months into it. Like any filmmaker, getting new equipment is awesome. It can increase the quality of your movies and make your job easier. Well, I got my first drone, and I love that thing with all my heart. His name was Danny Phantom. Danny and I spent a lot of time together, and we went through many flights. They were good. But the longest flight I had with Danny, it was our last. I was filming a wedding and getting some awesome landscape footage of, the mountains and this great big castle. This was just moments before I started to fly Danny. Everything was going good. Danny was up in the air for about 10 minutes, and I made several different passes and got tons of awesome shots. But as I was making my last pass around the building, I lost signal. It just shut off. Even I think back about it now, and it doesn't even make sense, because I flew for 10 minutes and I made the same route. I did it twice, and as I was doing it the last time, everything just shut down, shut off. It makes me frustrated just thinking about it, because it doesn't really make sense to me in my own head. But what happens is when you're drone, when you take off, you have to mark that location so the GPS knows where you took off from. So if you ever lose signal, your drone is smart enough to fly back and land exactly where you took off. But the only problem is when I lost signal, I was on the other side of the building and Danny was on the opposite end of it. Well, let's just go back. Let's go over to the place where this all happened. Come on, let's go check it out. So this is the spot. I was sitting right here when I took off, and if you look over here, I flew around the top of this three different times, and as I was coming around the third end, and it was a beautiful sunny day. It was just, anyway, I'm sitting right here and we're flying up and around, and as I'm coming around that last tier over there, last pass, I'm telling you, last pass, coming around, everything shuts down. The drone shuts off. I lost Wi-Fi. I lost all connection. And then as it comes around, she blew up. She hit the white thing, the pillar, tier, whatever you want to call it, and it sounded like a cannon went off. It was like a loud explosion, and it hit that, and all I see is Danny just, and as he's falling, my heart sank. I'm just and then all I wished for was that he wouldn't hit anyone. Please, oh God, for the love of all that is holy, Jesus, bless Danny to not hit anyone. And Danny's falling out of the sky, and then all I hear is another explosion. And I put my remote down, and I got up, and I ran over there as fast as I could to see what happened. And well, let's go. Let's go to the. I've been flying drones up to this point for about 5 months, I think. So I was pretty confident in my skills as a pilot. One of the things, just so you guys know, keep walking. If you're a vlogger or a filmmaker, cameras attract a lot of attention. So you just be confident and go with it, all right? Fake it till you make it. That's my filming tip of the day. I've not been here. It's been like a year and a half since this incident. This is the first time I've been back. So this is where it happened. It came around because Danny was trying to come home. When a drone loses signal, it flies back to where it took off, and the home point was set over there. So I was literally a direct line from this pier over there, and Danny just lost signal here, bop, hit that, and then just comes out of the sky. And then I found his remains like spread out. There's cars in the way, but I found his remains over here, just lying all over. And the worst part is no, nobody got hurt, but as Danny was falling out of the sky, he bopped a car on the way down, and it cost me money. It cost me a lot of money. So anyway, the point is I haven't been back since, and I still relive this day over and over again. What could I have done differently? In the moment, I thought my career was over. I thought, me as a filmmaker, I'm done, because like, this isn't professional. I crashed a drone on set, so the client that I was working for saw it crash. That was embarrassing. I just lost my drone, so that was ruined. I didn't get any of the footage. I flew for a whole 10 minutes and all the footage was lost. I did find the SD card, but the footage was like corrupt. Like, I still have the corrupt file saved, so if I could ever find a way to uncorrupt it or whatever, it doesn't make sense. I lost everything. I felt stupid. I was so embarrassed. So I packed up all my stuff and I drove home. I went home, and as I was driving, I thought, well, this is it, you know, I'm done. My career's over before it really even started. But on my drive home, I thought, you know, this is what I want to do, though. Like, why should anything stop me from pursuing this? This is my dream. This is like what I've worked for the last, 6 months of my life. I spent every dying second awake pursuing this, trying to better myself and become a better filmmaker. And was I about to throw all that away just because I made one mistake? No. So when I got home, I immediately bought Danny too. So why am I telling you guys this story? Well, because, yeah, I failed. I failed hard. I screwed up. I made a huge mistake. Like, I crashed my drone. I could have hurt people. I caused some damage that I had to pay for, and it was a nightmare. It was a mess. I felt stupid and horrible in the moment. But I didn't give up. You shouldn't let your mistakes you make keep you from reaching your goals. You shouldn't let learning experiences stop you from continuing to pursue whatever it is that you're passionate about. So my advice to you is just to never give up. That's the point of all this. Shit happens. Like, that's life. You don't really learn from your successes. You learn from your mistakes, and you continue to get better because of them. So don't give up. That was a huge turning point for me in my career. That literally was me putting the pedal to the metal, saying, you know what? No, this is what I want to do, and nothing is going to stop me. And because of that, like, I am where I am today, and I wouldn't want it any other way. So whatever it is you want to do, keep pursuing it. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. And always remember, keep moving forward.